Welcome to America's Health Talk.
I'm Keith Hooper. It's a pleasure to be with you, as always. We're looking forward to a great show today. We're going to share some information with you, some thoughts on this day here with America's Health Talk as we start back. Once again, I'm Keith Hooper. My darling wife, Sandra, and I live here in Central California, and we're very, very glad for you to be with us, and we're going to share our thoughts. And we're going to be talking about some things that most people think are pretty deep, but it has come to me as we often contemplate in prayer. Sometimes we just, things come to us. So we're going to be talking a little bit about purpose in life. What is our purpose in life? What are we actually doing? And then what is our intentions for our life? And how those two work together. What do they mean by having a purpose in life and intentions in life? So intentions are what leads to actions. So if we think about this in our lives, there's a number of ways that we can think about it. And let's take it to something that all of us, I believe, can relate to pretty easily, is we intend to have a meal. Whether it be breakfast, lunch, or dinner, when you're listening to this show, you have an intention of having a meal. And if you have that intention, more than likely you're going to have something to eat. But the reality of it is that intention led to an action. But not all actions are good actions. And that's where we're going to be talking about purpose and how that relates to it. The purpose is what leads to the results. So if we think about this, so we're thinking about this meal. We have an intention to have a meal. But now let's talk about if we're clear with the purpose. What is the purpose of this meal? Is this purpose to make our life better? Is it the purpose just to satisfy our appetite at the moment? Something along those lines, whatever it is. But if we have a clear purpose in mind as to what we're going to put our intentions to, it will determine what kind of meal we have. The same thing as when we decide to go to the store. We have the intention of going shopping. We're going to go to the store, whatever it happens to be. Health food store, department store, bookstore, whatever it is. We have an intention of going to the store. But do we have a purpose that we're going to accomplish at that store, or do we just have the intention to go there? Because if we just have the intention to go somewhere, the intention to move, that's not necessarily going to get us the results that we're looking for because we don't have a purpose when we go there. So if we have a purpose when we go to that bookstore, we have a purpose to pick up something that'll add value to our lives, and we have something that's where we're going to go, we won't end up over in another section in the bookstore. We will have fulfilled our action from our intention. Will fulfill one of our purposes. And that's what we want to be talking a little bit more about here, because intentions without purpose is what leads to a lot of problems in all of our lives. We intend to do something. We intend to do something. So we can take it into a lot of parts of our lives. We have the intention of getting even with somebody. There's no purpose in that. There's no purpose in it. But it's an intention. So what happens when we take that intention and we add action to it? It creates something that we didn't want. Why? Because it doesn't fulfill our purpose. Okay? So it doesn't fulfill our purpose. So, purpose without intentions are simply dreams. If we think about it and we're saying, well, my purpose in life is such and such. My purpose is to lose weight, but we don't take any action. So we have no intentions to change our eating habits. We have no intentions to do a little bit of exercise. We have no intentions to do the other things. So the purpose wasn't fulfilled because there was no intentions added to it. So purpose is what we want to do to make our lives better, and intentions are what causes us that spark that we add action to that fulfills that. And I believe that what our intentions are and what our purpose are have to be clearly defined. We have to know what our intentions are and what our purposes are and align them. Now, I know as you're listening here, you're saying, boy, this is headed off into territory that is way deeper than we're going to cover here in about 10 minutes. Well, I can tell you, I don't think so. I think we're going to cover it pretty quickly here. And let's just find out, shall we? Let's just find out that I believe there's only 4 reasons or purposes for all that we do. There's only 4. Now, within those 4, there's subcategories, okay, to that. But I think there's only 4 reasons that we do things. And so let's see if you agree that there are only 4 for all the things that we do. Number 1 is to make our lives better in some way. So our purpose in everything we do is to make our lives better in some way. So when we add intention to our purpose of making our lives better, there's an action, and guess what? It comes about. Okay? Number 2 is making the lives of our family better. I think that's a purpose. I think we'd all agree with that is a purpose. Now, within that, there's a lot of things can be added into that as to your definition of a family, making your family better. Maybe you're helping them with a number of things, whatever it happens to be. Okay, making the world a better place because we were here. I think this is real important to a lot of us, and to every one of us actually, to make the world a better place. Because we were here. We want the world to know we were here. We want to know that. And I think number 4 for our purpose is we want to know our Creator. I think that those are the 4 things. I think if we think about our purpose in life, that everything will fit into one of those 4 categories as for our reason for being, our purpose. And if we think about that's what we want to accomplish. So it's making our lives better in some way, making the lives of our family better in some way, making the world a better place to be, or knowing our Creator. So if we take these 4 items and we add intention, because intentions is what leads to action, and purpose is what leads to results. So if we think about it, intentions without purpose create problems. Purpose without intentions are only dreams. Nothing really happens to it. So I want you just to think about your purpose and what are your intentions to do something with them, to cause that. What are you doing to make your life better? Okay? What are your intentions for making your life better? Because see, if you have intentions and you have purpose, and when you have those 2 lined up, there's that spark that will occur that's called action. If you have intentions and purpose and they're in alignment and you do something, that's when you have results that you're looking for in your life. Without intentions and without purpose being lined up, nothing happens. And oftentimes we run around with intentions. Intentions are like, if you will, running around with a pocket full of lit firecrackers. They're going to go off. Those intentions are going to go off. But are they aligned with your purpose in life? Are your intentions that you're doing today? You got up with a number of things to do today. Those were all called intentions. Or are those intentions in alignment with your purpose? Or were they just intentions? I intend to go have lunch. Because if you intend to go have lunch, you'll end up at the mini mart, the gas station that pretends to have a deli, and there's nothing healthy in that store. You know it, I know it, but our intentions is simply to go get something to eat. That's what you're going to happen. But it didn't align with your purpose, because your purpose was, I'm going to do some things today to make my life better. I'm going to do things to make my life to be healthier. Okay? So when you have that purpose and then your intention is to go have lunch, then you align your intentions up with your purpose and you have the results that you're looking for. So this is America's Health Talk with Keith Hooper. I just wanted to share these thoughts with you. Look forward to hearing all of you over the next few days as we do our calls here with Immunotech, and looking forward to that. And I want to close with the thought, if you think you're too small to make a difference, you haven't spent the night with a mosquito. Great proverb. We look forward to talking with all of you again very soon. Thank you for being with us.
You're listening to America's Health Talk.